Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Beacon Pines. Let's skip over this part right here.
Wait.
So,
No.
on the last Let's Play, we were looking for Rolo, who is still missing, but we made a new friend, found this weird bit of ooze, found out, I guess it speeds up time or growth of stuff quite a bit, and then met a bad ending at the hands of Mr. What's-His-Name that talks like this, that likes a fine woman and jam. Hey, yeah, I guess I picked the wrong thing.
This isn't the end.
Really?
I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong.
Somehow.
Okay, let's try something else.
Yeah, let's. Well, it's not shame. So, let's do the strange. I guess the check marks, if it doesn't have anything, then we haven't done it. Oh, struggle. Okay, that's new. Well, that came from this, so we'll try this, but then maybe it will lead to something else, because that goes up. Tackles.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
We've already read this,
Beck
so...
lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What did they call it at the fur meet? Screeches?
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
No, wait, was this the one we picked? No, wait. Which one did we pick? Okay, we need to do the strange. Sorry.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Because we did tickles, which made him kick gray stuff into the cat's hair, which made it gray, and then that gave us the bad root.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch
But
of an
I
eye.
clicked the other one because that was the first one he picked, and also you'll see why in a bit if you don't remember, or haven't seen.
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach. Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze. Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. Yeah. Oh shit. Yep.
The person at the warehouse, this strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
Just making sure we have it recorded. Oh there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We're just looking for Rolo. Look for Rolo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So, where was he? It's real funny. It's funny, really. He just got a little turn around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. Can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She's worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. Well, so what was he doing over here?
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
And that's the end of that route.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
I have to assume she's part of this conspiracy too. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Okay, time to rub him up against a whole bunch of things. Or chill. If we're gonna be killed by Gran, we might as well enjoy the rest of our life. It's kind of funny how he doesn't really get up, he just kind of slides off, kind of like me when I'm just like, yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing. Just gonna take a nice easy slide. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just looking for Rollo. I wonder if Rollo's gonna be, like, messed up. You know? Gran? Roxy came over. She's worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking to myself. Turns out Rollo's safe and sound. Maybe she's gonna be dead. Or missing. Nope. Still nothing.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Gran's not back yet. What a relief. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass.
Bees?
"We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. "The wrong choice, but I respect it." The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out."
Death?
A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass.
Basically, Ice 9.
Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
I was gonna try and translate it. Which kind of makes me think about the smoke room. Like, we never got to the part about that Morse code thing, you know? Because it was like 41 now. And I can't trans Windings.
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca. Rollo, is that you? Winding. Luca. Windings. There. Wait, there? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Wait, did they make a clone, Rollo? Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was Windings. Took me to some sort of Windings. I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in Windings, for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No, Windings. Trust Windings. He's Windings. Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response.
It's that underground.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Windings, getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Windings, losing signal. Not much time. Windings, mission control. Windings. You need to... Windings, the treehouse. Windings, the treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
I got the walkie-talkie in the treehouse. Now go in the opposite direction, voiced. Or not. I'm gonna chill for a bit. Okay, enough chilling. Hey, you never know when something might happen. God, my deck is killing me.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Are those bushes? Oh, they are. So, we all understand the roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made a deal with Harris Valentine. Like, I wonder what's going on. I guess there's two different factions, at least. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran, why are you meeting with Miss Fartelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hiya, Luca. Ah! Damn. Or Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Trolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So, I used the greatest tool of my investigative reporter, of any investigative reporter. Investigating? Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? I got a phone call out this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Trolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of the lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. Sneaky back in. Gonna chill for a bit. What's up with all these chill spots? I guess you might try and rub this child up against everything else before we do the objective? I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You're right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice of prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait to see for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Was it this one over here? Something festival. Can we, like, fiddle with it? Oop. Somebody's working at perennial harvest late at night. Okay, tree's house it is. Just in case. Hi, Todd. Ooh, we have cling.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Stick to a fish. Funny, you just have to let it go for, like, not even the slightest of a second. It's got a bunch of big words written on it. I see that. I regret to inform you that your application for property rights, with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area, has been rejected. Who's that for? Applicant, Valentine Estate. Good. Good.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
I'm feeling like this is going to be like some big reveal or something at some point. Malice, 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. But it's a message in a bottle, it's not liquor. And I guess that's the only thing we got there. Ooh, it's all spooky. Is that how that works? Frello? Frello, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Here's the thing, are satellites both senders and receivers? I think they're just receivers. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. It's weird that we didn't check in on him. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo. Where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. You better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore. Is that the guy pushing the
Luca
booze?
stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Ah, yeah. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
So sorry. I didn't mean to. Lost control. So, you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. I mean, it just do be like that. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect day, perfect. Little Luca saves the day. With a positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chase me all through the Weep Woods. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca. The treehouse isn't safe. They said they're going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. Clipboards. What did I tell you? The perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying to the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. You're gonna figure this out, or we're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here, and I'll see what they want. That's a lot of guys that look exactly the same. Like, it's not the fact that they're all wearing the same thing, it's the fact that they all look like the exact same person. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. I think I'll put this as the thumbnail right here. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them. But yeah, you're right. They're asking the same stuff about the creepy knob cranked to 10. But with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We'd love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I mean, here's the thing, like, if it's, hey, here's people in hazmat suits and stuff like that, maybe it's like, maybe they're trying to fix things, not just being horribly secretive about it. But the fact that there's like a clone army, just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm so sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did the gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. Like, looking at this guy, it was just like, this guy's probably a bad guy, but it's like, didn't think it, clone army bad guy. All we need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me that Rollo was okay, that he's back in his place resting. He is. Poor fella's just got a little lost. I wonder if it's a clone. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Oh shucks, Luca. The only teeny-weeny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he's perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. Okay, it's gonna be tickle.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
Struggle?
He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
How many shots we got? Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey. That was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
Oh no, they're going to...
As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the
like,
treehouse,
survey us
Luca
death.
looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Well, that's a good place to call it. It's kind of funny that we ended two of these on the "and we died" thing. So, comment, because we like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like me YouTube and like to grow, then please like, subscribe, and share this epic grow. Please don't spend new animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's on Steam. And until next time, let's wait. Me, GamerWolfSix of Beacon Pines. So thanks and see ya.